Alright, testing, testing. 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3. Let me test and see. Alright. First day, let me... Welcome Ellie, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Let me tell chat. Okay. Well, Charlie. And yeah, let's see. You're perfect. That is good to know. That is good to know. Yeah, the thing is, the reason why I was late to stream this, to actually start the stream was because I was actually waiting for my friend. Uh, I was actually waiting for my friend. Because they had some stuff to do, so I waited from around 10 p.m. and all the way until now, and then I waited all the way until 1 a.m. Yeah, after he did get done with all of his stuff, he did just tell me that he was feeling kind of sleepy. He just had a lot of do during the night. So yeah, yeah, being the nice guy that I am, um, I just said, yeah, you can take a rest. You can take a rest, you know. It was a long day for you, so yeah, you deserve some good night's sleep. And so yeah, I had to cancel the thing with them, and I'll have to move it to a different date. But other than that, after that, I was kind of like thinking what kind of game I should be streaming. Yeah, I wanted to search for a puzzle game, but there weren't really much solo puzzle games that I could really play. So yeah, I'm just gonna go with this. Yeah, for Charlie, I think Charlie is just busy. So yeah. Other than that, let's see. You can stream every game. Yeah, I know I can stream any game that I want, but the thing is was that I this was kind of like a last minute choice, I guess, since I wanted to stream a solo puzzle game. I mean any kind of puzzle game actually, but yeah, there weren't really much options that I could choose from, so I just had to go with this. When was it? Was it one? I don't think it was. Was it this one? I don't think so. No, load this one. Yeah, let's spend time with. Hold on, was it this one or was it the second? No, it's not. Okay, it was. So for this one, we already had the first date with each of these three girls, and yeah, first one that I did was the first one that I did was Scarlet, and then Tara, and then Violet. Was it on that order? I forgot. Yeah, let's go with for this one. Let's go with Violet first. I will go first. Yeah, I think Violet should go first. Violet and then wait. Hold on. Did I actually do Scarlet, Terra, Violet first? If it was like that, then yeah, I'll have to go with Terra first, and then Violet, Terra, and then Scarlet and Violet, and then the third date I would go with Violet, Terra, and Scarlet. No, that's wrong as well. Okay. Yeah, for this one, this date, I'll have to have Terra go last first. Yeah, Violet, Scarlet, Terra. And then on the third date, it would be Violet. Wait, no. It would be Terra, Violet, and then Scarlet. That's how the strategy gonna go. Let's go. Who did I want to go with first? Violet, right? Yeah, Violet. Violet first. Nice. I kind of had the feeling you would. I think Violet's somewhere around the mansion. Lead the way. I found Violet taking a walk outside the mansion. Hey Violet, what's up? Hello there, Arrow. I just thought I'd take a nice afternoon walk. This place truly does bring back memories of home. You lived on your own personal island? Nothing quite that, bourgeois. Bourgeoisie. Anyway, I've got a surprise for you. Wanna see? For me? I... I motioned for her to follow me into the mansion. I asked Kat to pull a few strings and, well, we have everything we need to bake whatever you want now. Oh my! Violet looked at me with childlike wonder in her eyes. Let's get right to it then, why don't we? She was practically shaking with excitement. Her smile and laughter was positively infectious. We decided to make a chocolate cake. It was her favorite flavor, and I don't remember mine. That said, I also don't remember a thing about how to make cakes, but with Violet, that wasn't a problem. She got me up to speed with a soft and steady hand, and before long, we had the cake in the oven, baking away. Ah, shoot. Is Chai got sick? No, Chai's not sick. She's just busy. Kylie is just busy with her projects and stuff. So yeah, she probably won't be attending this stream. Quite sad though, since this is like my first stream in quite a while, I guess, in like a week, I guess. I wish it took longer to make. Seeing Violet do what she loved most was a treat. When she pulled the cake out of the oven, she looked like a kid on Christmas Day. Now, just for the finishing touches, a little more here, a little more there. Look at that. This is what you call this is what you call a mother. Motherly material. She was in her own world, humming away as she danced around the cake, decorating it as she went along. I couldn't help but smile and watch her in adoration. She's pure happiness right now. I wish I could take this moment and just freeze it in time for safekeeping. I can't wait to share this with the others. Yeah, I think I'll need to. I think I'll just stick to my regular thing with the mic. I don't think I. Okay, so yeah, I have a weird microphone setup. Um, yeah, the thing is that my microphone setup, the one that I'm most comfortable with, is a microphone setup that I could just use my left hand to just move the microphone up to my face. That's literally what's mostly why my voice can actually get transmitted to the microphone. Yeah, the stand is useless. This tripod stand is useless, which is why I'm actually making use of the tripod stand by holding it at the very end of it, just so it can extend all the way up until to my face from quite a distance away. Anyways, let's see. Yeah, okay. But first, Arrow, would you mind testing it? You don't have to ask. You don't have to ask. Believe me, I'm first in line to try it out. Yeah. Hold on. I need to drink some water first. Alright, let's see. Thank you. I'm unsure if what I make is worth eating or not. What's that? My family's caretaker, Lucine, was the one who taught me to bake. Besides my sister, Lucine was the only one who ever bothered to try what I made. Sometimes I worry they told me it's delicious just to make me feel better. I took a little off. No. I took a little off the top of her cake with my finger and licked it off. It's delicious, Violet. You better believe it. Would you want to help me a little longer? I'm having far too much fun to just stop now. I've just started making some cookies and I find I quite enjoy your company and help, Arrow. I'd love to. Let me know how I can help. Violet passed me a bowl full of cookie dough, then a tray. All you need to do is make little cookie-shaped pieces out of this dough, then put them on the tray. Do try not to put any of them too close together on the tray, or it'll become something of a mutant cookie in the oven. Got it. No mutant cookies here. I ripped off a piece of dough from the bowl and rolled it into the sides in the shape of a cookie. Perfect! You're a natural. Thanks, Violet. Wow. In the time it took me to make one, Violet had made 6 perfect cookies. She moved with mechanical efficiency as she kneaded balls of dough into perfectly shaped cookies. Wow, I thought you were great before, but you're really incredible. How long have you been doing this? Perhaps since I was about, say, 5? To this day, it remains the only thing I can best my sister at. I finished making another cookie as Violet finished 3 more. She held up one of the cookies and raised it to her face. You've gotten quite skilled at this, Arrow. I just want to say again, thank you for arranging this. I'm on top of the world right now. It was my pleasure, Violet. Gosh, she's adorable when she smiles. For a few seconds, we kept working on the cookies in amiable silence, our eyes locked on each other's. You said you had a sister. Why, yes indeed. Viola Valentine. First twins in the family. Oh, I'm out of my room on my tray. She flashed a devious smile in my direction, right before she lightly threw a dough ball at my face. What's with that cheeky? Before I could react, it splattered against and stuck to my face. She burst into childlike laughter. Nice catch, Hero. Perhaps you might try using your hands next time? Oh, it's on. I couldn't stop myself from smiling as I grabbed some ammo from my own cookie tray and threw them at her. She dodged them with ease and laughed. It's quite humorous how an old caretaker managed to do what you are struggling to do now. I interrupted her gloating with another dough ball throw. This time it made a satisfying splat against her left cheek. Strike! Oh, you are so going down. Her smile turned devilish as she grabbed another dough ball. Oh shit. I've only a second before her next volley. I go on the offensive, go on the defensive. It's now or never. I just started to reach for another dough ball from the tray when a dough ball splattered against my forehead, sending me recoiling backwards. Ah! And then another landed right next to it. Ah! Mercy! And then another. I crumpled to the floor in defeat. I declare this my victory in absolute confidence. She laughed as she pointed at all the dough on my face. I took the opportunity to interrupt her speech with another dough ball. It splattered right against her left cheek. Again. Oh, you're even more dead now. Forget surviving this crazy TV show. I don't know if I'm surviving the next 5 minutes. It was like looking at a tiger dead in the eye. Violet reloaded her ammo and was winding up for another throw. It was all I could do to reach for one more ball and scream in defiance. Bring it on! Some say you can still hear my screams in our kitchen to this day. We finished cleaning up after our impromptu food fight and brought the desserts that survived the Great War to the porch. Her smile and laughter were infectious. Pardon me, but I guess we can rule out you being a baseball player before you had come to this island. She put her hand tenderly against my face as she wiped off some remaining dough. We locked eyes yet again. Her eyes were practically magnetic. Thanks for playing along, Arrow. I suppose it's been too long since I've had that much fun. So, thank you for indulging my little whim. It was a lot of fun for me too, Violet. Don't mention it. Besides, I got a few good hits in to make it worth it. I'm worried for you. It appears your amnesia is getting even worse. Violet laughed as she picked off some more crumbs off my face and licked them off her finger. Her eyes seemed to linger on mine. I do hope we can spend more time together soon. I quite like this. I'd like that, Violet. I had a lot of fun with you too. You're full of surprises, you know. Oh man. Yeah, Chaya's probably asleep. Just wait and see, there's more where that came from. We spent the rest of the day talking and eating little desserts together on the porch. Though Violet seemed quite distant when I first met her, I learned that the real Violet was nothing like that at all, and full of surprises. She could be unexpectedly shy one moment, then mischievous as a child another. One thing's for sure, being around her makes my heart skip a beat, and the time fly. Before I realized how much time had passed, it was already pitch black outside. The night. I was feeling a bit restless after today's day to wait in my room, so I went downstairs to relax. Looks like someone had the same idea I did. Kat was relaxing on the sofa with a bottle of red wine in hand. Hey there, Era. Care for a glass of five? No thanks. No thanks. We don't drink wine. But that's okay. I don't want to wake up with a hangover. You're on a killer dating show and you're worried about a hangover? I want whatever you're drinking. Kat filled her glass to the brim, then downed it in one go. Nope, still not feeling like a hangover is worth worrying about here. She laughed and lightly jabbed me. I felt like I was finally getting to see her real smile. Kat started chugging down the bottle. Uh, you okay? I work on a TV show. I work on a TV show that kills innocent people for shits and giggles. How okay do you think I could be? You might want to stop drinking that. You're more of a buzzkill than Damien, and I don't even know how that's possible. He's killed people with buzzsaws. Sorry, Arrow. I didn't mean that. It's okay, Kat. No worries. I didn't even mention it. How'd you end up working here anyway? Oh, you know, the old career fair down the block. She lay down on the sofa. If you're here for the daily interview where I ask you about your day, I already have enough footage for today. As strange as it might sound, Kat, I'm here because I'm worried about you. And why's that? People who chug a bottle of wine, People who chug a whole bottle of wine in one night usually aren't in the best place. Worry about yourself, Arrow. If you knew some of the things I'd done to survive, you wouldn't be trying to comfort me. From what it sounds like, no one really has a choice. You just focus on being a ratings magnet on your dates. I'll be fine. Thanks, Arrow. If you don't mind, I'd like to be alone. Good night, Kat. Don't stay up too late. Great! The walking corpse is giving me advice on how to live now. Do I really look that bad right now? Good night, Kat. I heard along. Now hold on just a— If only I could escape this island as easily as I could from a very, very drunk cat. Wait a minute. Cat's drunk? Then who's making sure today's episode is good? Something tells me I'm not going to sleep very well tonight. The two of us were lying down in a grassy field, watching the world pass us by. Where would you want to go when we're out of here? Let me let me increase the music volume. The countryside. Seems like it'd be the only place nowadays that you can get some peace and quiet. That does sound nice. Would you come with me? I know it's not for everybody, and it's missing a lot of the... You don't even have to ask, love. Of course I'm coming with you. We're a team, right? We're a team. She moved closer. I held her tight in my arms. Mom would have loved you. I wish you'd have had a chance to meet her. I know. We'll make sure our kid gets a chance to meet theirs, though. Her face turned bright red. What? Hmm? Say that after we are actually engaged. It's cute how embarrassed she gets. You mean it? Every word. You're sweet. Not as sweet as you. And I walked down to the kitchen where the girls were having breakfast. So, how was the date? Yeah, tell us. Tara was furiously scribbling down notes with the title War Plans in bold. It was really quite nice. We actually made this cake and the cookies yesterday together, Tara and I. I I hope you all enjoy it. They're amazing, Violet. Thanks for making it for us. Thanks so much. They're so delicious. Tara scribbled, War of Attrition is likely not an option. What are you running there, Tara? Nothing. So, how come there's cookie batter everywhere? No matter where I look, I can see batter on every surface of the kitchen. It wasn't just batter. Violet and I had knocked over quite a few things in our firefight. That's... You sure it was just baking together? I thought it was more than that. I charaded as if I was heartbroken. I gotta hand it to you, Violet. I didn't think you had it in you. Ubba. Wait, no, nothing like that happened. Alia and I laughed and made finger guns at each other. See, me and Ali are like bros. Wow, you're sweet. Nah, I'm not sweet. I'm not sweet at all, okay? I don't get it. That's cause you're a good person, Yui. I think what Ali is trying to say is that Violet and Arrow... Ali stuffed the cookie into Scarlet's mouth before she could finish her sentence. Wow, these cookies are pretty useful. You gotta teach me how to make how to make these sometime, Violet. It would be my pleasure, Ali. Ooh, teach me too. Why should Arrow have all the good stuff? Huh? We spent the rest of the morning fooling around in the kitchen. Morning, Cat. I've been looking for you. Not so loud, please. My head's killing me from all that wine last night. I still had to edit our broadcast after that, which didn't help. Somehow, this scene feels familiar. Something tells me that my chance of surviving goes down for every open bottle of alcohol on the island. Maybe I should spend today reenacting Prohibition instead of going on a date. You do know how Prohibition ended, right? Anyway, back to the brass tacks. Yesterday's second date with Violet went really well. Let's keep striking the iron while it's hot. Which soulmate candidate will you be going on a second date with today? Tara. Going with Tara next. Wait, no, sorry. Scarlet, I meant. Going with Scarlet next. Huh? If making zombies doesn't count as a red flag, I'd love to see what your dating handbook looks like. But that's none of my business. I think Scarlet's somewhere around the mansion. We'll follow you. I found Scarlet out for a stroll outside the mansion. And Kat just said that she's inside the mansion. She seemed a little down. Hey, Scarlet, you doing okay? Jeez. Uh, it's just you, Arrow. You almost gave me a heart attack. Sorry, I didn't mean to. It's, not your fault. I'm just a bit on edge after the whole zombie day thing, whatever it was. I guess I'm feeling a little sad about all that. Why? You saved everybody. We wouldn't have needed to save anybody if it wasn't for me. At least you fixed the situation. Hey, at least we don't have banana zombies running around anymore. Without your help, they'd still be running rampant. Still, they wouldn't have been running around in the first place if it wasn't for me. Well, that's true, but hey, it makes for great TV. Which inadvertently is pretty good for keeping me alive, but I'll keep quiet on that. Besides, you did it because you were trying to help me get my memories back. That means more to me than I say. I'm sorry I couldn't do it. If it's okay with you, I'll try again, and I'm sure this time. Let's not worry about that for now. Thanks though, I appreciate it. For now, I just want to get to know you better, Scarlet. We got interrupted last time, to say the least. You'll join me in making up for some last time? That'd be fantastic. There's somewhere I'd like to go if it's okay with you. Lead the way. You won't regret it. At least I think you will. Should I be worried? Come on, let's go. She grabbed my hand and pulled me along with her. You could say no to a girl who could turn me into a zombie. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Behold! It's a freaking nightclub. Man. She's just wilding here. No worries about it. No worries about it, Ellie. Have a good rest. Have a good rest, and I'll see you. I'll see you next time. See ya. It's just me tonight. Looks like it's just me and you tonight, Scarlet. Yeah, she really is really beautiful. There's a nightclub in the mansion? There is now. I made it myself. Granted, I use it more as a testing ground than a real nightclub, but the staff really wanted something to blow off steam in. And okay, I cheated a little bit. I made a robot that made the nightclub for me, but it still counts. I think you're probably the first person ever to say something like that. Also, I didn't know you could. I didn't know you knew how to build robots. That's amazing. Hell yeah, it's cool. I get the feeling that building things to make people happier was what I enjoyed the most before I came here. What do you mean by that? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Actually, maybe you're the one person who would. Maybe it's worth a shot. She'd be like me. There's so much of my life I can't remember for some reason. I couldn't help but raise an eyebrow. There was a lot of broken people after the war in New Asia. Not just broken bones and missing limbs, but shattered minds. People trapped in their own heads. I was told I had a gift for research, a gift that might help those people be able to reclaim their lives. So I finished school early and got my PhD. I led a task force dedicated to helping the survivors. We help them forget their most painful, most traumatic memories and move on. It was my life's work, you know? But now, I can't remember what it was, how it worked, if we even got anywhere with our research. To be completely honest, I can't really remember how I got here either. I'm sorry to ask, but how on earth did that happen? If I knew before, I definitely don't know now. Maybe testing got dangerous and I wasn't willing to test on someone else. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. The crazy thing is, I went from that to being on some kind of dating show. What the hell? I guess it does sound pretty weird. And the idea of getting married in 1 week? Who wrote this, an idiot? I couldn't help but laugh. But what do I even have to lose at this point? You, I wouldn't look at it. I wouldn't look at it that way. Can't remember anything either, but I'm alive. As long as I'm alive, I've got everything to lose and everything to gain. An optimist, huh? That's worth something. I guess you'd understand. Better than anyone. What do you plan to do after all? What do you plan to do after this is all over? Wait, no, hold on. That was car design. What do you plan to do after all of this is over? Honestly, I don't know. I want my I want my memories back. But if I can't get them back, I just try to make the best of things. That's some plan. I'm still working the details out. Give me a break. At least you remember something. I couldn't even remember my name at first. You got me beat there. We talked for hours about how we both felt about our situations. The good things, the bad things, about forgetting who you are. We laughed about forgetting the embarrassing moments that probably plagued others for a lifetime. We lamented the moments that truly made life worth living, the moments that made your life unique. It's nice to have someone that understands. You know, I've got a silly idea if you're interested. Let's hear it. Getting engaged in a week is stupid, and a person who would agree to that is even stupider than that. But I think I'd say yes if it were you, Arrow. If only to see where life goes with someone like you. That's... Shh, shh. Let me finish. Regardless of who you ask on the last day, I'd like to be your friend in the times to come. If you'll be mine, I can't remember the last time I had a friend to just talk to about how I feel. I think this was the first time that I felt a little better about what happened. I'd want you to feel better about the past too. I don't want you to feel alone in this world. It's sad enough, you know. And maybe I'm just being foolish, but who knows? Maybe if we're still in each other's lives after all this, we'll be able to help each other take back the lives we wanted. What do you say? I was thinking the same thing, Scarlett. I'm glad, but, how to say... I still prefer it if you pick me. What can I say? I'm a bit competitive. On second thought, I'm very competitive. Just saying, but out of all the girls, I'm the best educated, had the most illustrious career, won first place in the National New Asian Science Exhibition, and... I laughed out loud as she listed her accomplishments one by one. She made angry faces at me in mock anger. But most of all, I want you to have a happy life, and I think someone else might get it wrong. We spent the rest of the evening enjoying each other's company. The laughter and smiles never stopped. and she never let go of my hand during our walk. Seems like a nice night for a walk. Oh, hey Earl, what are you doing out here? Just going out for a walk. Care to join me? Sure, why not? I got a few minutes. How about we do a circle around the mansion grounds? Sounds good to me. So, how'd your day with Scarlet go? Ah, we're already back to our daily interviews. Did the island run out of wine? That's wholly unrelated. But yes. Anyway, my day with Scarlet today was... Yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome. Amazing. I feel like I really got to know the real Scarlet today. And for the first time, I feel like I've truly been understood. I'm glad to hear that, Arrow. Really. Scarlet puts on a front that's nothing like how she really is. I'm glad you can see behind it. She must really trust you. I'm glad she does, believe me. More importantly though, Scarlet's fanbase has been ravenous for new content. From what I saw, I'd say you delivered. I'm a solid 85% sure you won't wake up in the torture chamber tomorrow morning. Good job, Arrow. Thanks. Keep it up with what you're doing. Our ratings have only been climbing higher and higher every day. But it's not time to celebrate just yet. I know, don't worry, I'm sticking to the plan. That's good to hear. Seriously, if you got yourself killed by not following the plan at this point, you deserve it. Looks like we finished our walk. Anyway, I gotta get back to work, but it was a nice break. Night, Arrow. Night, Cat. I walked back to my room and plopped on my bed. Time to get some shut-eye. The scent of something delicious being freshly baked wafted through the kitchen. It's just the two of us. Looks like this batch didn't turn out well either. She frowned. Hey, on the bright side, I can at least tell it's bread this time. Uh-oh, that wasn't the right thing to say. It has been a while since I've done this. Sorry, Arrow, I wanted you to have something good. I reached for one of the pieces of bread. Wait, I'm sure it's... I took one bite, then wolfed the bread down like it was the last of its kind. It's delicious. I reached for another to prove my point. You really mean it? I took a moment to wolf down the second piece. Cross my heart. You're just saying that. She smiled. Ah, that's the moment I've been waiting for. She hugged me with all her might. But I love that about you, you know. I love you, Arrow. I held her tight. I love you too. For a moment, the whole world was just me and her. And that was all that mattered. What I wouldn't give to have you back like this. Oh wow. The next day I woke to the sound of an explosion outside. I ran outside as fast as I could. What the? The first thing I saw was Scarlet and black smoke emanating from the ground near her. Oh, hey there, Earl. Nice to know. Nice weather we're having, huh? Hey, Scarlet. You okay? I'm pretty good, all things considered. I've been experimenting again on trying to bring back people's memories without the whole monkey zombie bit. I figure if you and I ever, well, you know, I'd want us to know everything about each other. No secrets. I'd like that, Scarlet. Thanks. I'll let you know if I make any progress with that. I gotta clean this up. Give me a minute, and then we can head to the forest. I've been meaning to spend some time there since I got to this island. Sounds good by me. We walked to the... Ah, shoot. We walked together through the forest, hand in hand. Talking about things we do after we got off this island, talking about everything and anything. After we're off this island, whatever happens, do you maybe want to catch a movie together? Sure, but why movie? You can laugh, but there's a part of me that just wants to be a regular girl for a day. That's something I could never forget. And I'd like it if I could be that way with you. What do you say? I like that. Yay! Hmm. Scarlet did a little dance of happiness. We spent the rest of the morning together in the woods, enjoying each other's company, and maybe a little more than that. Somehow, in the middle of it all, I forgot what kind of show I was on in the first place. It was just me and her. In this moment, more than ever, I was glad to be alive. Morning, Arrow. How'd you sleep? Pretty well, considering how you edited the footage that keeps me alive. Drunk. That sounds like a win-win to me, if you ask me. Can you believe it? We're already on the 6th day of the show. Is it already? Time sure goes by fast. No kidding. Anyway, it's time to wrap up phase 2. You just need to go on a second date with your last soulmate candidate. Don't be too hard, no? Please don't jinx me. Break a leg. Seriously, actually breaking a leg would be a lot better for you than messing up today's date. Not helping, cat. Time to get today's date started with none other than my third soulmate candidate, Tara. Almost an hour. Good, good, good. We're making progress. I knocked on the door to the games room. Hey Ro, what's up? I thought I'd check in and see how you're doing with your game. Let me show you what I'm working on then. Tara handed me her game device. Not all the art's ready yet, but I'm hoping it'll be done soon. It's a farming game. I had to ditch the pigeon dating idea after, well, finding out it was already done. That's really a shame, for the whole world really. But in this game, you get to live in a village out in the country, make friends, raise crops, and it's literally Farmville, isn't it? Decimate all the invaders with your giant mega pigeon death machine. And there's 1 million possible weapon combinations and... Sounds cool. Wow, that sounds cool. I'd love to play it. I'm curious, how come you decided to make a farming game? Good question. They've just got a special place in my heart. I used to just play these morning till night every day. You can probably tell I'm not really a go out and party kind of person. To be honest, I don't know enough people to go to parties anyway, but whatever. Sometimes it's more fun to just do your own thing. It's your choice on how you spend your time. Sometimes it can be more fun to stay indoors and just do what you enjoy. That's how I feel about it. Enough talk, try playing it. I want to see how you feel about it. Alright, here we go. The title screen displayed with a click. Stardew Valley. It's freaking Stardew Valley? Oh my goodness. I was a mecha pilot who got tired of life in the mecha corps and decided to move out to the country to become a farmer. I was a pretty good one at that. Every season I'd learn to plant, water, and harvest new kinds of crops. Tara would give me advice for farming in every season. Her face was so close to mine, she'd watch my every move with a pensive expression. Farming and fishing felt great, but fishing was almost impossible to do at first. The mecha parts of the game felt incredible. You could even get to know the villagers and have relationships with them too. There was just one thing that was a bit weird. First, wow, what you have so far is incredible, Tara. You think so? Yeah, really, it's incredible. I never thought you could combine farming and being a mecha pilot in the same game, but you did it just fine. Thanks, Zero, that's nice of you to say. There's just one thing I think that was a little off. What's that? Any feedback would be great. I feel like the relationships with the townspeople were a little weird. The dating aspects didn't feel right? I knew you'd notice that. It's kind of embarrassing, but I've never actually dated before, so I have no idea what it's really like. And to be honest, I've never really had a real friend either. If it's not too much to ask... Her voice suddenly reduced to a whisper. Maybe you and I could be friends. I'd be honored to be your friend. That's it. Please don't trap me in a video game again. Sorry, what? Anyway, watching you play gave me some ideas. Wanna help me with testing them? Sure. I'd be happy to help however I can. We'd both suggest ideas, she'd implement it, and we'd test it together and repeat. It just kept getting better and better. Tara's smile and enthusiasm was contagious. I couldn't help but be excited for her and in awe of her drive. We spent the rest of the day working on her game, but it only felt like minutes. I'm just glad it wasn't another virtual reality game. I'm feeling a little bit of I'm feeling a little bit of the late night munchies. Guess I'll go head downstairs. I walked to the kitchen and opened the fridge. Sweet! There's some leftover cookies that Val and I had made together. I grabbed a few and wolfed them down. Delicious. Mmm. Got a case of the midnight munchies? I figured I'd do my civil duty and help finish the cookies Val and I made. Right. Only good Samaritan would finish all the cookies so no one else would have to make that sacrifice. I'm just too good of a person, I know. It gets me in trouble sometimes. Anyway, I've been meaning to talk to you. What's up? How'd your date with Tara go? Today go? It was alright, I guess. Oh, really? That's too bad. Tara said in an interview after your date that she thought you two were really connected. Well, doesn't matter. The audience thinks you did, and that'll keep you alive. I guess so. Well, that should be enough footage for today. Thanks, Tara. You'll be happy to know that phase 2 of the plan was a smashing success. That's great to hear. No kidding. The love square? Between Violet, Scarlet, and Terra has viewers on the edge of their seats. You've actually broken the record for ratings on a killer dating game show. It's not as niche as it sounds. Do I get a plate for that? This has got to count for something. Somewhere. We don't have it printed yet, but I've prepared your tombstone in advance if you're looking for a souvenir. Thanks for the vote of confidence, Kat. Let it never be said that I'm anything but supportive. Anyway, we're on to phase 3. It's pretty much the same as phase 2, except with 3 days this time. And one caveat. Was that, Kat? I'm sure you got a favor in mind, but between Violet, Scarlet, and Terra, if you want to maximize your chance of getting out of here alive, save the best for last. It gives audiences something to look forward to. Sounds good to you? Makes sense to me. Good. That's all for today. I'll see you later. Night, Arrow. Good night, Kat. And thanks for the help till now, Kat. I realize I'd probably be screwed without you. Don't thank me yet. Guess I'll call it a night. I walk back to my room. Time to get some shut-eye. So what's this supposed to do? It's only a prototype, but technical details aside, you can think of it as a memory rewriter. Scarlet? Scarlet? Scarlet, what are you doing here? So it rewrites memories? Pretty much. Think of it like a surgeon's scalpel. With it, you can make someone forget things as big as who they are, or something as small as a specific conversation. So if you use this on someone, anything's fair game. You could erase anything you wanted. Exactly! Well, maybe it's not really a scalpel since it comes with a reset button. It's sad though. It was supposed to help people after the war. I was supposed to help people after the war. I'm sorry, Scarlet. Don't worry about it. I may not be able to help him, but it doesn't mean I can't help you and your partner escape from this madness. So Scarlet is not our partner. There, we got confirmation. Scarlet is not the partner. Thank you, really. Thank you so much. I know you're taking an incredible risk for us that honestly, most people would never. Don't mention it, Arrow. It's what I do. If they manage to trace it back to me, then I'll accept whatever comes. Might be the first time I help somebody in quite some time. Scarlet. The boat is just past the woods, behind the rocky enclave near the beach. Enclave, not enclave. Enclave, okay? We won't be there forever, so act quickly. It'd be suicide to go for it during the day, so I recommend heading there near midnight. Thank you, Scarlet. You sure you want to go? You don't want to come with us? Someone has to stay here to help the people that have fallen in the spider's web. You don't have to be so noble. I envy her, you know, to get to leave this place with you. But someone needs to stay here to do what's right. The girls and I kicked off our morning by testing out Terra's game together. It was multiplayer now, so we all could play together in the same world. This came with its own fair share of consequences. I said cover me, or you'll have to finish making dinner yourself. I'm trying, there's just too many mutant vegetables attacking. Yui, I need you to cover me, where are you? I'm sorry, it's the mayor's birthday, I can't decide which bear to give him. It can wait! But then I won't get bonus points. Come to think of it, I think we're running low on tomatoes and carrots. Do you need any violet? We have enough to survive the winter, but more supplies are always welcome. I'm on it. Well, the game's definitely gotten more exciting. I wanted for them to test relationships, but maybe that'll have to wait a bit. I guess we'll see you next time? Yeah, next time. I can't wait. We spent the rest of the morning playing Terra's game. Morning, Arrow. Let's kick off phase 3. Hopefully you can wrap this up quickly, and you'll be back to your old life soon. I better be. As nice as this island is, it's a gilded cage. You'll be able to go back to your old life soon. That's a promise. Well, unless you make a mess out of your next 3 dates, I can't help you there. But assuming you do, you'll get to leave here with one of Violet, Scarlet, or Terra. But first, it's time to pick which of them you'll be going on a third date with today. Who is it gonna be? Yeah, this one I can save here. Save to save slot 2. No, save slot 1. Yeah, I think I'll just end the stream here. I do feel kind of tired just from waiting. I'll just... Yeah, what is it? Did it change? I don't think it changed. I'm not too sure if it changed, but yeah. Yeah, thank you though. Thank you for coming by to the stream. Sorry that it was really short. Um, sorry that it was really short. I wish I could have just went on for longer, but I'm not sure. I can't really survive for that long, I guess. But thank you though for coming by to the stream. And I will see you guys next time. Ciao.